miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a Week 13 match.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from FedEx Field. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the quarterbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Over with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's out wide for Palmer. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Jones for a Bears touchdown.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
Now Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get 2?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Brewer. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
On first down, it's Fields. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for first and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. It doesn't work too well.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now,
open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run here with Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Carlos Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Jones hit and the ball's out.
And they run the option on second down.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here...
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Josh out for the extra point.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
The score, Bears 28, Commanders 7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Fields. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Now Fields.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Fields. Open man there is Collins, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones now on 1st and 10.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's Jones on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Chicago, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.